Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is Destiny-like with Crackdown-style gameplay in a large open world. It plays great, looks fantastic, and sounds incredible. Taking place a few years after the events of Batman's Arkham Knight game, you are tasked with killing the Justice League. Brainiac has taken over their minds, and Metropolis is under siege with millions already dead. If you are into this genre, and Destiny's success can show that many are, then this is a fantastic one of those. Like always, there are some issues we'll need to get into as well, but let's cover it in the XboxEra review of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, you'll take on the roles of Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang solo or with up to 3 friends at launch. Unlike Marvel's Avengers, this game feels like it was made to be a live service title from the start. Every mission after the opening is playable in co-op as Amanda Waller yanks you out of prison and drops you into Metropolis. The city is big and gorgeous. Brainiac's skull ship looms ever-presently over everything as chaos abounds. The Arkhamverse's Justice League consists of Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, and Superman. The first 2 mines are still free when the game starts, and over 10 or so hours, if you mainline it, a lot happens. People seem to be reveling in spoiling it for others, but I do not. If you're coming in fresh, just know that the game holds no punches and is far closer to an R rating than the previous Rocksteady titles have been. The occasional F-bomb and a whole lot of asshole and shits top off stellar writing. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a mix of some serious moments where the full Batman Arkham-style music sweeps in, and pointed humor, which works as well as it ever has for me in a video game. The voice acting matches the quality of the writing with excellent portrayals of heroes and villains alike. Lois Lane is an ever-constant presence throughout the city as she live vlogs the current situation on screens and billboards. Where the game shines best is its Destiny-style live service game setup. Nothing feels tacked on top of a single-player experience. You can still enjoy the game solo, as the rest of the squad will always be there as AI, depending on how many people are playing. There is one major issue that made my time with the game so far, and I do plan on playing this one for a while. That is the mission variety drags it down just a little bit, as these games do tend to feel repetitive, because how many times did you run to a spot, press X, and defend it in Destiny, or do the same few repetitive tasks over and over in The Division? It just feels maybe a little more egregious here though at launch, with only 3 real major mission types for most of the base game. But what saves it for me is the moment-to-moment combat, because it features some of the best traversal I have ever experienced. Every character has their own style of traversal. Deadshot has a jetpack that can hover boost as well as reset once per jump. Harley Quinn's got a grappling gun that can be used on a cooldown with a bat drone for mid-air grapples or on buildings like in the Arkham games. King Shark charges up a super leap either straight up in the air or forward in a big old arc, along with 3 air dashes per jump, while Captain Boomerang has the Speed Force gauntlets that ties to his boomerang throws, which can be used twice per jump or used as a speed burst if you throw it at the ground and hold the A button. Also, all 4 characters can double jump, because why not? Each has that unique style of running up walls as well, and it is an extremely vertical game. Most missions take place out in the open Metropolis air, as Brainiac's minions and machines are an ever-present threat. Each character has a subset of guns they excel with, and a 30-point talent tree that you can fill up as you start. Once you reach max level and hurt certain parts of the story, you'll gain even more talents and more gear slots, but it's a little too spoiler-filled to break down exactly what all of this is at launch, but I would love to talk about how it works as a looter. The toughest thing when adjusting to any new loot-based co-op game is how to read it all in the heat of the moment. Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League has a deep, easily comprehensible, and highly grindable system. You can craft, tweak, re-roll, and grind your loot-loving life away. If you are not into this genre, and games like Diablo, The Division, or Destiny don't speak to you, then there will be nothing here to change your mind. For those of us like me who love the grind, this was the most important part to nail, and it feels like a really promising start. You'll have lots of guns to choose from, and swapping between them and your power setup is delightful. For those who haven't played Crackdown before, you will be in the air a lot. Shooting, smashing, slicing, dicing, and blowing up aliens has never felt this fun. It is a ludicrous dance of death full of color and variety, as you can hop between characters whenever you want outside of a mission. From King Shark smashing to jetpacking around as Deadshot, you are always moving. and the game's high frame rate and an on-point aim acceleration make it one of the better feeling combat experiences that I've had in a while. The combination of gameplay and gear is the best that I have seen in a very long time, and Rocksteady has done an excellent job of making it make in-universe sense. This is good, as repeatable content can begin to feel a bit repetitive after a while. You only have a handful of mission types at the start, and they get reused a bunch. And not just in the optional side content, but occasionally in the main quest lines as well. Every time you encounter the Justice League, though, it does really feel unique, with massive set pieces and some freaking gorgeous cutscenes. Featuring our first real looks at many of the biggest heroes in DC's Batman Arkhamverse, it does not disappoint. Jon Stewart's Green Lantern is versatile and friggin' terrifying. Barry Allen's Flash is a tornado of energy. Kevin Conroy returns in his final role as a truly demented version of his Bruce Wayne, and Superman is flippin' brutal. My favorite, though, is Wonder Woman. Princess Diana's appearance here is one of my favorites for the character in general. A sick-looking outfit and fantastic vocal performance back it all up. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a bloody gorgeous game. Running at a mostly smooth-feeling 60 FPS, it looks really clean. The scope is huge in size, as the city experiences constant, ruinous destruction. I loved the story personally, with many online furious at the portrayal of a few key characters, which I get. I am happy they did something different and stuck to their guns for the most part, as a lot of stuff happens and there's a lot more planned for the future free content updates. This is a games as a service title after all, and Rocksteady has been detailing their post-launch plans with new episodic seasons that are free. Until Season 1 hits, you'll get to focus on fully leveling up each character in other ways and putting together gear sets. There is and will be battle passes which are cosmetic only and are not supposed to expire. I'm fine with that microtransaction model, as new characters will join the roster every episode, along with changes to Metropolis and new storylines that never disappear. That is, as long as the servers hold up. Being an online-only title, the game's first day of early access saw nearly 10 hours of downtime, an inauspicious start. After getting that sorted, there was an hour of planned maintenance later on, and whenever the servers go down, you just can't play. An offline mode is planned for post-launch and will be a very welcome addition, though I'm curious as to what part of the game will be playable during it. By then, a lot of new content will have been added, and I hope to see how they let you pick and choose what you want to play. Wrapping things up, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has overcome a very rough pre-launch time after multiple delays. While the objectives can feel a bit repetitive, the excellent gameplay never does. A lot of this review will be out of date after a month of two, because this is a live service game. For fans of Destiny, The Division, and all the loot-focused games as a service titles, just know, this is a very good one at launch.